Hi, my name is ColdBeer and let's start with Starbirds.
If you know Kyrgyzakt YouTube channel, the design of the characters will seem quite familiar. So this is a relaxing base building and resource management game where you will mine asteroids and create production networks. By doing that, you will unlock new star systems and will have to deal with various challenges. You know, like unbearable heat, or deadly cold, or hentai tentacles of some sort. Leave them be. So here you'll place buildings on procedurally generated asteroids and build your own little worlds floating in space like turds flowing down the river. I probably do not have to even say that the game is beautifully animated and will bring joy to your beautiful eyes. It's unique, colorful and has satisfying mechanics. Also, it's all yours. The game is single player only. The biggest flaw in my opinion is that it is missing the voiceover dude from Kyrgyzakt channel. In fact, it has no voiceover at all. Well, you can't have it all. People on Steam are saying that Starbirds is lovely but also gets challenging pretty quickly, and the review score is hovering around 90% positive reviews. Wantless, Solace at the World's End. In this dystopian turn-based tactical RPG, you will play as a dude who can delve into his patients' tortured minds, fix their torments, erase memories, and so on. You know, the idea we saw many times, over and over again. I don't know if anything can be more cliché than this, but despite the weak plot, the gameplay is awesome. You will confront horrors, woes, and sinister thoughts, forge your skills, shape your build, and engage in cool combat as you travel through the ghastly metropolis and explore your patient's stories. The greatest thing here is the skill system. You can match damage, buffs, cost, environmental effects and other stuff to create impressive combos. With more than 100 different modifiers available, it is possible to craft really fun personalized build, which will probably take you not very far. Let's be fair, it's you after all. The downside is that the most patients and their traits are randomly generated. Developers are saying that this is leading you to endless possibilities, but I see it as a lazy shortcut instead of doing the tailoring by themselves. Hitman: World of Assassination. This is probably the best Hitman experience possible nowadays. Here you'll visit more than 20 different locations, unlock new gear, travel a living and breathing world filled with intriguing characters and lethal opportunities. With this bundle you will get Hitman 3 game, with 6 DLCs, VR mode and access to all Hitman 1 and Hitman 2 missions. People on Steam are saying that this is an amazing experience, very sandboxish and will provide many hours of fun, although it has one big flaw. You know, every witness asked about
"Have you seen anything strange?"
will tell you about a tall, bald man with a barcode tattoo. Most of the time the tattoo is visible for everyone. It's really dumb. Honestly, have you seen anything stranger this week? If yes, share in the comments. Spill your tea. Lonely Mountains Downhill. Sometimes all these story-heavy games can wear you down, so titles like Lonely Mountains can be really refreshing for your brain. Although be careful, this game will change your opinion about bikes as a safe and family-friendly transport vehicle. You'll witness many dumb ways to die and maybe even think about purchasing a helmet for your own calm weekend rides. So here you'll take on a thrilling ride down an unspoiled mountain landscape, make your way across thick forests, narrow trails and wild rivers, race, jump, slide and try not to crash, all the way from the peak to the valley. You'll often fail, but the more you train, the better you become. If you are in doubt, you can try the game demo for free. Botanicula. This is a humor-filled adventure game created by the makers of super famous Machinarium and Samoros series. Here you'll control 5 friends, little tree creatures, set out on a journey to save the last seed from their home tree, which was infested by evil parasites. This is a relaxed game perfect for hardcore gamers, their partners, parents, families, and old shady ladies with one eye. Don't ask me why, instead go and explore more than 150 detailed locations, watch funny animations, and find incredible amounts of hidden bonuses. You'll not find any text or boring dialogues. The game is really suitable for everyone. Players on Steam are saying that Botanicula is a trippy little game that is relaxing and hilarious at the same time. Definitely a hidden gem, and overwhelmingly positive review score can confirm that with ease. The Thaumaturge. This is an isometric, story-rich, turn-based combat RPG. The year is 1905. The city of Warsaw lives under the rule of imperial hands. Its inhabitants constitute a diverse group of different ancestries, views and beliefs with often conflicting interests: soldiers, merchants, simple townspeople and more. Despite the circumstances, the city is a buzzing metropolis where you can attend a breathtaking party with the high society and later get robbed in one of the dark alleys. Well, sounds like any city today, but there is a catch. You are some kind of a warlock, a Thaumaturge as they are called here, because you inherited the power to tame magical entities. You will utilize their mystical abilities to discover secrets hidden within the human soul and speak to the darkness itself. People are saying that the game has a great story, has complex but easy to learn combat and is set in a relatively open world. The only flaw here, in my eyes, is that the game is set in Poland and not in ColdBeeristan, but no one is perfect. Songs of Conquest. This game is as close to Heroes of Might and Magic 3 as it can get, but it doesn't have town screens. Instead of that, you will build your town like in casual strategy games, on the ground on the world tier. That kinda kills the mood, but everything else is by the book. It is a truly honest clone made in pixel art style, although even if you like the art style, like I do, sometimes you want to zoom in so you could look at the creatures and their features, but then you realize that you just zoomed in on a bunch of colored squares, and you can't even tell where the head or a butt is anymore, so no zooming here. Adore the visuals from afar. And you have to admit, what a beautiful game this is. I seriously want to eat it, or at least put it as an ingredient into my potato salad. Music is also amazing, like a honey to our ears, and the campaign is wonderfully written. You really care about your heroes and the fate of this land. And when you finish everything, you can enjoy Map Editor and create more of this game for yourself, or just download tons of content created by way more talented people than you are. No offense, I do the same.
Outbreak Island. A cryptic message from your missing father leads you to a remote island shrouded in dark secrets. Once it was the site of secret experiments, and now each night it is haunted by a strange mystical beam that reactivates abandoned machines and awakens horrific monsters. So you will need to find out what really happened here. And what part did your father play in it? Was he some crazy mastermind and took everything with him when the experiment failed? Or was he just a victim? Did he know how to make potato salad? All these questions are circling in your head as you go and search for answers. So this is a survival exploration game set in a strange post-apocalyptic environment, and your best friend here is your car. Without it, exploration is not as fun, so you will upgrade and customize it to enhance power, durability and how it looks. Just don't forget to refuel, or you might find yourself stranded when you need it the most. And you don't want what will happen when the night falls, especially because during the night mutated creatures awakens from their slumber and are ready to tear apart anything in their path, and somehow you are always in their path. That is not fair. Anyway, a very promising game, worthy of your attention.
Iratus, Lord of the Dead. This is a turn-based tactical roguelite RPG set in a dark fantasy universe. You'll have to lead an army of undead to reach the surface world and bring death to the mortal realms. You know, they lack death on the surface, so you are ready to supply the demand. So you will control an obedient army of the living dead. You know, all the classic monsters: skeletons, zombies, banshees, other unliving warriors. I swear, I know more. And you will create your soldiers the only way a necromancer knows how, from the body parts of your slain enemies. Iratus definitely has a high replayability due to different minion composition in your team. Also, there are multiple different pathways to take when it comes to finishing the game. The main story will take up to 12 hours of your boring life.
REVEIL.
This is a narrative first-person psycho thriller focusing on puzzles and exploration. So basically this is a very nicely done walking simulator, you know, with horror vibes, so not as boring as you may expect. The story begins with you waking up. You are disoriented, your head hurts. Well, honestly, a lot of us have the same problem the main protagonist has. It's called alcoholism. But surprisingly this time it's not it. You are trapped into a surreal, mysterious place where everything looks familiar but
but you don't know why. As things get crazier and more bizarre, the lines between reality, memory and imagination become more and more blurred. So your only way out is to solve everything. Be sure you have an IQ a bit higher than room temperature. Game has strong, very positive review score, so if you like games like that, this may be a wonderful hidden spoon of potato salad for you.
Othercide. Here you will lead your army of female warriors to battle. Your skill in combat will decide their fate, shape their abilities and personality. So under your command, they probably just die angrily in pain and agony. Anyway, jokes aside, like in all turn-based games, here you'll have to plan your moves carefully, because one wrong action can lead your party to failure. Although the game offers cool mechanics where you can sacrifice one to heal another, survivors will get stronger, ready to fight the next battle. The bad news is that the game practices permadeath, so by sacrificing warriors, you are like sacrificing them for real. And the elephant in the room is, of course, the visuals of the game. Only black, white and red color palette exists here and makes this game stand out from other similar projects. UnderMine. This is an action-adventure roguelike that blends combat and dungeon crawling with RPG-like progression. Mine gold, die, upgrade yourself, and then try again. Discover hundreds of items including relics, potions, blessings and curses that all stack for a new experience every run. Challenge dangerous bosses and rescue helpful characters that provide new upgrades for your adventure. Also decipher the cryptic messages of the UnderMine's residents and unfold the mystery at the heart of the dungeon. People on Steam are saying that the game reminds them of one thing, like someone took the mines from Stardew Valley, upgraded them heavily and made them into a game. UnderMine has about 90% of positive reviews, but some people complain that it is unbalanced and can infuriate you. But hey, you play these games and hope to die just to be reborn stronger again.
Crashlands 2. In the second part of the game, you will return as an intergalactic trucker and disgruntled corporate employee. After years away from the planet, you return to visit some old pals and recover from corporate burnout. But before your vacation can even begin, a mysterious blast from the planet's surface sends you crashing into a new land, far from friends and alone in an alien wilderness. That isn't that bad. You'll meet a colorful cast of characters, each with their own unique skills and knowledge. You may befriend them, help them with their goals, and discover new crafting recipes together through the power of friendship. After a long day of exploring the wilderness, fighting slugabunds and getting sneezed on by trunkles, you'll need a place for you and your alien pals to relax. Build a cozy home away from home, where you can retreat from the outside world to craft, chat and farm, or tame orphaned slugger baby.
Eastward. This game is cute, like literally the cutest thing. If you have a fluffy dog or fluffy rabbit at home, compared to Eastward, your pet looks like a bald mole rat. I'm sorry. Of course, no offense to those who actually grow bald mole rats at home. You have a different worldview, my friend. I like you. So here you'll find a charming post-apocalyptic world. The story starts when in a deep underground secret facility, a miner discovers a mysterious little girl named Sam. Together you will journey through decaying cities, encounter strange creatures and even stranger people. Basically, the game is a relaxing adventure for those who don't like to think a lot, because puzzles here are suitable for people with room temperature IQ, and dialogues can be copy-pasted to any children's book. Despite that, this game has something original in it, and it may be a great find to play with your family.
Legend of Grimrock 2.
This title is perfect for those who like pineapple in potato salad and well-done steaks. Oh, wait a minute, it's a mistake, that is an absolutely different game and it shouldn't exist. This game is perfect for dungeon crawling fans because Legend of Grimrock 2 is one of the best there is. It has a modern execution but an old-school heart. Sadly, only the second part is verified on Steam Deck, and the first one is completely unsupported. That is kinda weird. So here a group of prisoners have been shipwrecked on the secluded isle of Nex. The island is filled with ancient crumbled ruins, mysterious shrines and vast underground network of dungeons and mines, so they want to escape and forget the vile crimes they may or may not have committed. They probably put pineapple in the potato salad and cooked steaks until they were well done.
If that is so, just leave them to die, they are not worthy.
Yeah, words of wisdom. Okay, I'm kidding, you are a generous god and you must help everyone in need.
Yeah, except for those infidels.
So, if the prisoners wish to make it out alive, they have to overcome all the challenges, form a team and descend through the ominous mountain. Although be warned that this game has one very annoying feature. You will be searching for hidden buttons all the time, and that is not fun at all.
No Man's Sky.
This is an alive project. Updates are constant, the game is getting better and better every year. And by saying constant updates, I'm not kidding. I have noticed that they update the game every month, or even more often. Here every star is the light of an actual distant sun, each orbited by planets filled with life, and you can go to any of them. The game is actually enormous. Of course, that size is only available because of procedural generation. So the real question is your mama procedurally generated?
Oh, come on, how dare you?
I'm sorry, no I'm not. So here you fly from deep space to planetary surfaces without loading screens. In this infinite universe you will discover places and creatures that no other players have seen before, and perhaps never will again. So it is tailored for those who want to go where no human boldly went before, or for those who want to find the best place in a galaxy, which is called ColdBeer, everyone knows that. Also keep in mind that every other player lives in the same galaxy and you can choose to share your discoveries with them on a map. That is cool. Owlboy. I don't know who had an affair with the owl from Winnie the Pooh, but the Owlboy is obviously the result of this forbidden love. Well, they have covered this story with some other one in the game, but we all know the truth. So if you were ever thinking, what if classic pixel art platformer games were made today, Owlboy is probably one of the best examples of that. Gameplay is really fun and it has a heart-touching story and characters. And to be honest, it's probably an amazing game to play on your Steam Deck. Space Haven. Here you will embark on a space voyage with your crew of civilians in search for a new home. You will build spaceship tile by tile, create optimal breathing conditions, manage the needs and moods of your crew and encounter other space exploring groups. Here you will have a complete freedom to build a spaceship or a station of your own desire. You can place every piece of ship hull, walls, doors and facilities wherever you want. And all this stuff has a purpose. Crew members will sleep in beds, use toilets, be disturbed by a noisy room and praise you for an arcade machine. By the way, I mentioned breathing conditions not by accident. That is a huge part of the game. You will have to keep optimal oxygen and CO2 levels by building life support modules and contain hazardous gases. So, that dude who farts a lot, is he worthy of another air purifier, or maybe, just maybe you can just toss him out of the airlock? A food for thought. Game has very positive reviews and is constantly updated. INMOST. This is an emotional and deeply atmospheric narrative-driven puzzle platformer. You will uncover the stories of an adventurous young girl, a stoic knight and a man in search of answers. You will explore a crumbling, nightmarish landscape, slice through enemies and spring deadly traps in order to escape the evil that awaits. You will have to lure enemies into lethal traps, solve environmental puzzles and utilize your scythe, hookshot and pickaxe to avoid a gruesome end. The story is not very long. It will take you about 3 to 5 hours to complete. Literally depends on how dumb you are, because it's a puzzle game. It can work like an IQ test. If you finish it in 3 hours, congratulations. If in 5, well, I have bad news for you.
And you finished it in 10.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie, everyone.
No, it isn't.
Shut up. Galacticare. Here you will become director of your own interstellar healthcare company and cure the weirdest diseases of the galaxy. You will design, furnish and upgrade your hospital, hire doctors with distinct traits and backgrounds, and try not to kill anyone with weird experiments. And your patients come in all shapes and sizes, from miniature lemurs to entire planets. You know, what to do if Solaris has a cold or something. It's for you to find out, and that is not always a very easy task. So to be sure, ask your parents if they are not siblings before diving into this adventure. Anyway, here you will provide healthcare for musical festivals, deep space prisons, communal space farms and industrial disasters. Or you can go wild in a sandbox mode. You will have to develop your relationship with each species and earn rewards from their cultures. In my opinion, the game is a bit underrated. You know, like your virginity, saves you from paying alimonies left and right. And I'm sorry, that time with the priest doesn't count.
And now thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Subscribe.